Hi everyone. Okay, for today's lesson, we are going to learn about language forms and functions, which is under effective communication skills. Okay, there are six subtopics that which we are going to learn. The first one is establishing contact, requesting for information, giving information, responding to others' behavior or actions, influencing others' behavior or actions, and the last one is expressing emotions. Okay, by the end of the lesson, what you're going to learn is you're going to know the common language forms and the functions that come across in everyday conversation. So I will go direct to the point, which you will be learning on the establishing contact. Okay, for example, if I say the word to greet, so when we say to greet, the words being used or the statement is such as hello, David. How do you do, Amina? Hi, how are you, John? Good morning, Nicole. So these are the statements. So what is the function which is known as to greet? Okay. Let's go to the second example. If, for example, the statement is, please excuse me, I have to leave now. I am sorry, I have to go now. See you tomorrow. Goodbye, John. See you tomorrow. I am sorry, I need to do something. See you tomorrow. So if you look at these four statements, most of it is talking about that you have to leave, you have to go. So the function of language forms and functions is to take leave. Let's move on to the next example under subtopic of requesting for information. Okay, so when you want to know some information, we will say the function of the word is to clarify. So what is clarify? Let's look at the example. Was she taking the books to the office? He is not missing. He has gone to the library. Yes, she is in her office. Were they bringing their laptop to the seminar? So these are the statements is talking about the person need to know where the person went or what happened. So it is known as clarify. Okay, the next example is to request. The examples are, may I have another biscuit, please? Please come and sit beside me. How does this sweater look? Can I try on? So these are all to request. You did something, you offer. Okay, the next example is to ask. So this is the function word of to ask. So the example of statements are, may I ask you a question, please? Where is your teacher, dear trainees? Can I ask you something? How did the accident happen? So this is known as the function of word to ask. Okay, let's go to another subtopic, which is talking about giving information. So the function of the word is called to claim. Yes, that is my handbag. Malaysians are well known for their hospitality. No, it's not mine. That pen is belongs to him. So these are the words to claim. It shows that this is mine. It's about you. Okay, let's move on to the another example to describe. Okay, examples are she is slim, fair, and tall. The next example, the room was rather small but beautifully decorated. The black forest cake is very delicious. The buildings are looking so beautiful. So this is something about you are describing, you're talking about something. So the function is to describe. Okay, moving on to the next subtitle, which is responding to others' behavior or actions. Okay, the examples are to apologize. So the examples can be used for the function to apologize. The statements are, I am sorry for being late. Please accept my apologies. I am sorry, I am new here. I am sorry, I beg your pardon, please. So these are the function, language form function words of to apologize. So how you need to use the statement? These are the example that I told you. Okay, the next one is to console. So what is console? You need to look up at the dictionary if you don't know. Okay, the examples are, don't worry, try again next time. So the function of the word is console. So how you need to talk, how you need to say to that person, like how I said just now. Don't worry, try again next time. Cheer up, it's not the end of the world. Don't cry, Hannah, I am here for you. There is always a second chance. Try your luck again. So this is the function of the word known as console. Okay, moving on to the next subtitle, which is influencing others' behavior or actions. So the function of the word is known as to urge. What is urge? If you don't know what is urge, as I told you, please look up at the dictionary. The example is, I urge you to stop smoking and gambling. You must go for that operation. Don't disturb me, please. Stay there until I come and fetch you. So these are the statements. So the word urge is the function of language forms. Let's move on to the next example. To suggest. So the examples are for the function suggest, such as I suggest we go to Hong Kong this year. I think you had better stay at home. I think we should move from here. I suggest you to buy a car rather than a motorcycle. So this is talking about suggestion, right? So suggest, that is the function. Okay, next, another function of language forms is to blame. So how you are going to use the sentences or the statements for blame. You are to blame. It is your fault. You are the one who broke that lamp. I think you are the one who stole my eraser. So these are the examples for to blame. Okay, let's move on to the last subtitle, which is expressing emotions. So the example of function word is admiration. So you admire someone. So how will you use the sentences or statements to talk to people? Such as wow, you look gorgeous tonight. John, I truly admire your strength of character. Wow, you look so gorgeous. Lena, you are my idol since I was young. So these are the examples for function word admiration. Okay, next we move on to another example, disappointment. So the example of statements are, what a disappointing performance. I have seen better results than this. See, if you look at the second example B, that I said, I have seen better results than this. So here shows that this function is disappointment, disappointing, right? So you don't have to use the word of disappointment. You can use such as what I told you just now. So the next one, like, I can't believe that it's happened to me. So it is disappointment. Rahul can't accept Sheena's death. You see? So this is talking about disappointment. function of the word for language forms and functions. Okay, the next word is gratitude. So what is gratitude? So I am very grateful of your help. I am very fortunate to have you as my dear friend. How lucky I am to be your girlfriend. I am feeling lucky to work here. So these are the example statements for the function word gratitude. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Example is sympathy. So the word sympathy is the function of language form and function, but how will you say it? How will you say to people? Oh, what's a pity? That is sympathy. I am sorry to hear that you lost your money, so you feel sad. So that is sympathy. My condolences to you. So you saying sorry because you're sympathy. I sympathize with you. So these are the statements that you can use for the function sympathy. The next word is preferences. So the function is preferences. So how would you use the statement of sentences? I prefer to visit India rather than Australia. This is better than that one. Blue is more suitable for you. You look nice when you are in traditional. So these are the statements for the word function preferences. So the next example, the function of language form and function is appreciation. So the examples you can use are, thanks for your support. It was kind of you to offer help. I appreciate it. You are very kind-hearted. So these are the statements that you can use for the function appreciation. Okay, moving on to the next one, I would like to share to all of you the examples of language forms and functions that normally we use in daily routines. So in our conversations. So these are the words, these are the functions, the vocabulary that you can use during your speaking. So you can do some tasks in searching how I have explained to you how you need to use the statement. Okay, to agree. So you have to think what type of examples, sentences, statement that you can say it out. You have to search, maybe you can search your net or you can discuss with any of your partner during any of your class session. To volunteer, to disagree, to decide, to take lead, to decline, to defend, to forgive, to remind, to protest, to appeal. See, there are so many functions. Let's go to the next one. To concern, to promise, to confirm, to blame, to express satisfaction, to refuse, to warn, to announce, to propose, to express envy. So what is that? You have to search in dictionary if you know the word. To welcome, or maybe you can say welcome. To advise, to agree, to declare, to inform, to reject, to accuse, to offer, to encourage, to express interest, to regret, to explain. So these are the words which is very important function that you can use in your conversation. So I'll stop in here. So we go for the next lesson for the next session. Take care, stay safe.